Hey everybody, what's up? This is Sightless Senshi here. I got a fun little video today. Not going to be picking a lock, just want to be showing off something. So a Reddit user has recently asked me for some locks. This user, by the name Kitty on Fire, fun username, is starting out with some basic lock picking and just needed a handful of locks to pick on. Now, having just started out in the community myself, I started picking back in July. But the community has always been very generous. People have always been very giving, and so I think it's super important to reciprocate that. I think it's important to pay it forward. So I wanted to help out this user and hook them up with some locks. And this is also exciting for me because it's my first outbound lock parcel, so that's kind of cool. So I just want to show off what I'm going to be giving to this user just for fun, and I hope that they get a lot of joy out of this. So we're going to start with a Sparrow's training lock. This is a clear acrylic lock. It does have a functional key. It's really fun to pick. It turns nice and smooth. There's no real tension on it. It's pretty fun to play with. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pinner it looks like. So that should be a really fun starter pick for someone who can visually see what's going on in there. That's always fun. I mean, not for me, but, you know, because I don't do a whole lot of watching things. But anyway, let's see. Let's step it up a notch from there. So once you get past that Kitty on Fire, you can check out everyone's favorite entry-level lock, the Master Number 3. If I had to give some advice on this one, I would definitely say use a top of the keyway tensioner, just because it actually has one pin that does seem to get caught up if you use a bottom of the keyway one, so that can be a little discouraging. It's a weirdly finicky number 3, actually. I've picked much easier number 3s before. But it's a good entry-level lock. A lot of people like picking it, and of course I'm sending that with 2 keys. Let's see, what else do we have here? Keeping with the theme of master locks, I've got one of these little gym locker style locks. I don't know what they call these technically. I have a ton of these. Actually, my mom gave me this one when I first started picking, just as a, a challenge to see if I could get it. And I can, and it's fun, and I think you can, and I think it'll be fun for you. So, just have the 1 key for that, but, you don't need a key. That's, but that's just to make sure you know it works, and I'm not messing with you. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm going to hook you up with a couple other locks. Let's see. This one's a fun one. This is a mountaintop security. I did a video on this one a while back, and you can check that one out if you want to get some insight on picking. This one just comes with the 1 key. It's a pretty fun lock to open. It's all standard pins. Gets a really nice, rewarding little plink when it opens, so that's fun. So we're going to hook you up with that. I got a few more here, so we are not done yet. Let's see, in the keeping with small locks, I've got, this one's going to be fun. This one has a security pin in it, so this one's a little bitty Brinks. It has 1 spool pin in it, right at pin number 1, I think it is, and I did do a video on this one as well, so check that out, have some fun with that. This one is really cool. It's actually came from my workplace, so that should be fun for you. Let's see, and we've got 2 more locks. This one is an interesting one. This is a little no-name lock. Well, it's actually from a brand, I guess, called, I think it's Tarvol. I've never heard of Tarvol before, so that's kind of why I thought of that, as a no-name sort of brand. I found that it's a really interesting pick because it seems like you only have to really pick 2 different pins, I think like 2 and 4 or something like that, before it opens, but it just is a really fun little challenge. And I think it's really fun to try and figure out what pins are or aren't in play, because it's a really weird little lock. I think it's just because it's really cheap, honestly, that it plays like that. But it's fun to play with. It's still a fun little lock. I think you can learn, something from every lock you pick. So this should be a fun one. And then I got one more for you when you're ready to up your game. In difficulty-wise, not so much, but in impressiveness to show off to people, very much so. Because here we have a Master Lock Magnum. Now, this is, of course, just a Master Lock, so it's not all that hard, but it sure is fun to show off to people because it looks more impressive than it is. The bidding is pretty even. You'll probably find this fairly easy to rake open, actually. I find it easier to rake than SPP, but you can get it, and it can be done. Got some pretty impressive spring tension on that core, but it does open, so just be ready for that. It's kind of oily. so that's a thing. But it's visually impressive, and it is a fun little challenge, especially if you're starting out. So these are all the locks. I'm going to get these in the mail to you today. I meant to do it sooner, but just stuff came up and I got distracted. I'm so sorry about that. But we're going to get these in the mail to you today, and hopefully you'll be enjoying them soon, Kitty on Fire. So, just a huge shout out to the lockpicking subreddit. It's a really awesome community, and thank y'all so much for being very welcoming and very encouraging and all that, and I just want to pay that same encouragement forward by sending out some locks to a fellow picker in need of some locks that need picking. So, yeah, y'all have a good one, and hopefully Kitty on Fire will get back to me soon with all these locks picked and a fun video showing it. But yeah, hold on to these locks, Kitty on Fire. Once you pick them, you can have them. They're yours to keep. If you want to give them out to people and pay it forward too, go for it. I don't want them back. By all means, have fun with them, and I hope they bring you as much joy as they brought me. So, thank y'all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time, and y'all have a good one.